I found a clearing too perfect to be natural. Dead center in the forest, the grass cut short, soft like velvet. The trees crowded around it like guards at a door. I stopped at the edge and, I don't know, I felt chosen. The air went still, like the whole world was waiting for me to step in. And I did. Of course I did. I'd been hiking alone all day, craving silence. The place looked like it had been waiting just for me. I told myself I'd earned it. I told myself I was safe here. I set my tent right where the grass felt springiest. The silence was heavy, but not the kind that makes you panic. It was more like a blanket, warm, comforting. I kept grinning because honestly, who finds a private circle like this? Maybe the Park Service cleared it once and forgot. Lucky me. I ate noodles straight from the pot, steam fogging my glasses. The trees darkened into one big shadow. No wind, no bugs, just the soft ticking of needles settling. I thought about texting someone. Best campsite ever, total fairy circle. But no signal. Maybe that was better. It felt like a secret that wanted to stay hidden. Still, something poked at my stomach, a little unease. I told myself it was just city brain detox. But I walked the perimeter anyway. My headlamp turned each blade of grass into silver wires. The trunks were spaced weirdly even. I snorted at myself. Too much alone time makes you see patterns where none exist. Inside the tent, the floor felt extra cushioned, like memory foam. I laughed, then stopped. The sound didn't travel. It stuck, like shouting underwater. Maybe I was just tired. Maybe my brain was playing tricks. But I couldn't shake it. My laugh felt stolen, swallowed up by the air. For a second, I wished I hadn't joked at all. I lay back and tried to sleep. A branch cracked somewhere far off. Normal. Ignore it. I must have dozed. Woke to a tickle through the pad, like a beetle tapping, then crawling. Not sharp, not alarming, just alive. That word felt wrong. Then my cheek touched the floor because the tent had risen an inch. Then two, like something breathing under me. I froze. No wind. I clicked my headlamp. The fabric glowed yellow. My bones lit up like an X-ray. And then I saw it. A thin green filament pushing through the corner seam. I told myself it was grass. I pinched it. It pinched back. Just a reflex. Like saying hello. The floor shivered. More filament slipped in, sliding along the seams, threading through vents. I cut at them with my knife. They split wetly. More came, not fast, steady, patient, like it had time. The floor dimpled. My pad sank. Tent poles groaned. Outside I heard sliding, like roots unlacing from the ground. I unzipped the door and shoved my boots out. They didn't hit dirt. They hung for a second and disappeared with a soft sip. That's when I realized the clearing itself had moved. It had flexed. A hot, earthy smell rolled in, like soil breathing. Threads tested the zipper teeth. The rational part of me whispered, "It's a sinkhole." The deeper part said the quiet truth. The clearing is alive, and I am inside its mouth. I slashed the tent floor. Cold air hit me. Grass speared up through the cut, jointed, reaching. Beneath wasn't dirt, but a fibrous mat, pulsing faintly like a hidden heart. Roots wrapped the tent, cinching it down. The roof sank. The door cinched tight like a throat. "I didn't know," I whispered. To it, to myself. I shoved through the slit and dropped onto the clearing. The ground felt elastic, warm. Threads snagged my sleeves. A thicker tendril looped my calf with a casualness that turned my stomach. Behind me, the tent convulsed, folding in on itself until it disappeared into the grass with a ripple. Gone. I bolted. No plan, just animal panic. The ring of trees now looked like teeth. I ran between two trunks and felt bark scrape my jacket, like they'd moved closer. The trail ahead curved smooth, too smooth, not random, like the forest was steering me, hand at my back, deciding where I should go. My foot caught on roots again and again. Every stumble felt like the ground trying to hold me down. My breath came in sharp bursts, too loud, like I was the only thing making noise out there. That was worse than being chased. I was chasing myself. The dark beyond my headlamp wasn't empty. Movement kept pace, unseen, only sensed. Every root a trap, every branch aiming for my face. My chest burned cold. I counted breaths like I do on a hard climb. It didn't calm me. It made me feel like prey. And yet, the forest stayed quiet. No crashing, no obvious pursuit. Just steady reshaping, rolling its muscles to keep me centered. I forced myself not to look back. Failed. My light caught a round darkness between trunks, a pupil dilating. The grass there looked higher, wet. I didn't stop until I saw parking lot lights glitter through the trees. My car sat there, harmless as a dog asleep. I dropped the keys, swore too loud, and the forest hushed. I scrambled inside, locked the doors, because superstition controls your hands. The engine caught. I reversed too fast, nothing chased. That scared me more. It felt like I'd been allowed to leave, like it wanted me to bring back others. I drove until the highway glowed orange, until I found a cheap motel. The clerk didn't look up. Perfect. I locked the door, checked twice. The carpet had circles. I put my boots on the chair because the floor looked too soft. In the shower, dirt spiraled down the drain but seemed reluctant to go. In bed, the mattress gave too much, like soft ground instead of springs. The fridge hum, the TV laugh track, cars sliding over wet pavement. None of it felt annoying. It felt like proof I was still in the human world. I curled my legs up on the bed, because every time I stretched them out, I swore the floor was waiting to pull them under. I told myself it was just my mind replaying. But right before sleep, something inside my chest twitched, a second pulse, faint, steady. I left everything behind: tent, stove, pride. I used to think gear was a shield against bad luck. That night proved I'm not the only thing out there with a plan. The clearing had one, and I walked right into it, because it was beautiful, because it felt made for me. That's what I can't shake. I wasn't hunted, I was welcomed. Now little things stick. A manicured lawn, a circular stain on concrete, a ring of people around a street performer. I step back. I feel that itch in my stomach, that fake safety. I camp on slopes now, in noisy, imperfect places. I choose discomfort over silence that listens back. I wrote this in a motel because I couldn't bring the woods into my apartment. The hum of a fridge, TV through the walls, cars on wet asphalt. It feels blessedly artificial. Maybe I'll sleep, but I keep seeing the tent roof sink, the clearing swallowing it whole. I keep hearing my boots vanish with that soft sip. If you ever find a perfect circle in the woods, grass like velvet, trees like guards, air like held breath, don't step in. Don't lie down. It isn't a gift. It's a mouth that learned how to look like home. I only crawled out because it let me.